Breaking news, hip-hop is dead, and ironically, it was murdered by the same three guys who have been keeping it alive for the last 2 decades, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. What we witnessed from J. Cole on stage at his own festival, apologizing for a battle rap, was the lowest moment in hip-hop history, and I genuinely mean that. No hyperbole, no exaggeration. It's the worst look in the history of rap.
So I'm so proud of that project, except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all. And I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded, I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime, boom, 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 right? Niggas wanna see blood. I moved in a way that I spiritually feel bad on me. Like, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I wanna say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone?
J. Cole took the stage at his own festival and started talking about his feelings and his aura and his peace, and said he couldn't sleep at night, and said sorry to a guy who brought the battle to his front step. How are you going to apologize for someone else punching you in the face? And you said sorry for defending yourself. It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in the history of the genre.
That's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life.
It is the worst look from any rapper ever, and I think this absolutely ruins his legacy. This will follow J. Cole forever. No matter what else he ever does, whatever he puts out, records, hits, maybe even other battles, they will always remember the time that Kendrick Lamar said, step up to the plate, and then you struck out and apologized to him for failing. There's no way you can survive this in a world where your ego and your status means everything. Every bar J. Cole has ever spit about being the best, the greatest, I'll take any of you on, all of that's invalid. And anything he ever says again, everyone's gonna go, well, not really, because when you had the chance, you folded like a house of cards. And for what? What reason is he losing sleep? This is what hip-hop is. This is one of those battles that would have been perfect for the culture. This is exactly what we need right now at a time when rap music is at its absolute lowest. If the top 3 guys engaged in a battle, oh my God, I would prop the whole fucking culture up. That's what hip hop is built on. Why are you losing sleep over this? This is not something new in this game. And as a matter of fact, this is the perfect setup where you know nothing's going to get violent. No one's going to get murdered. None of this is going to be dangerous. There are other battles where people needed to step back and say, whoa, wait a minute. Never mind. I don't want to take it there because this is getting dangerous and this is bad for our people, bad for us, bad for our fans, bad for the culture. That's not this. This is gamesmanship. This is competition. This is what hip hop is all about. Battling. And you somehow lose sleep over that? And by the way, none of this, nobody even began to approach going over the line. Nobody was talking about families. Nobody was talking about murder. All Kendrick Lamar said was, shut the fuck up and stop including me in your little clique. And then all J. Cole said was, some of your albums, people don't really listen to them. As a matter of fact, his verse included the phrase, I love you, my brother, and I'm hesitant to do this. Why even bother with a battle if that's the kind of shit you're going to say? No half measures, word to Mike Ehrmantraut.
No more half measures, Walter.
There's no point in doing a battle if you're going to tiptoe around it the whole time and say, actually, I like you. The whole thing was fucked from the start because we know how much you like and respect him. You just included him in the big 3. And then he came back and said, fuck you, shut up, you're corny, stop saying that. And you either could have left it alone or you could have gone in on him and said, you know what, your catalog is weak. You know what? You do just put out Grammy rap that a bunch of old white people award you for, and no one actually listens to it. People in the culture just say they have to like Kendrick Lamar because they think that he's smart and sophisticated. Go in on him or don't. But this shit, go halfway and then say, you know, I was just trying to take it easy on my friend. If you love Kendrick Lamar, cheers. Shut the fuck up, man.
That's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life.
That's not what the fans want. The fans don't want blood, like you said. The fans want bars. The fans want hip hop because we are so starved for it because nobody's doing it anymore. And you guys had the perfect chance to do it. And instead you wilted like a little flower. And I guarantee you, if the response to that track was different over the weekend, if he came correct and people were like, yo, J. Cole murdered Kendrick Lamar, there's no way he's losing sleep and apologizing. He would have just let that be. He would have just given himself the W and said, I won that battle. There's no way he would have said, oh man, this is my brother and I feel bad how they're talking. No, because the talk was, you didn't really do it. That's all of a sudden now you can't sleep at night. Now you're sorry. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. And it's not the first time we've ever seen rappers apologize. Jay-Z went down to Hot 97 and said, my mom told me to not battle anymore. Drake said, Jay Prince won't allow me to put out my own record. We have seen guys wilt under the pressure. And we all went, whoa, what the fuck was that? That's not what the fuck. I was rooting for Jay-Z. I was arguing on his defense, on his behalf the whole time. And then he says his mom told him to stop? What the fuck is that? Drake saying, oh, I'm not allowed to put up my own music? What the fuck is that? But those two guys are superstars. Those guys can overcome that by just putting out another classic, another 10 hits for Drake. Jay-Z has the catalog where you go, well, that was a big miss, but he's still an immortal. J. Cole, not so much. J. Cole does not have that bulletproof career yet. And this is like a 12 gauge shooting right through that resume, blew it to pieces. Because at the end of the day in hip hop, what you need is hits, classic albums, and you need to be battle tested. You need to have that notch on your belt that one time you went to war and you took somebody down. Or even lost the battle, but you went to war. And you put out a battle track and you spit some venom at someone and had people going, oh! J. Cole had his chance right here. It was in his hands. For all that rapping he's done about who's going to last and who's going to be on top, he had his opportunity to cement his career and instead ruined it.